trial for a little bit. All right, everybody, welcome in. Missed a couple games this week, but welcome back to Bet the Over Sunday. We're going to do quickly.
Are we going to do the countdown?
Quickly, let's do the countdown, and then we're going to jump right into it. Welcome back, everybody. Kev, you have anything you want to say?
Merry Christmas.
How was your Christmas? Yeah,
it was good. Pretty
good?
quick and easy. We also we did a Secret Santa.
Yep.
Shout out to my Secret Santa. He did a great job.
Thank you.
As you can see by the background.
What were the odds of that? One of us getting each other? That's kind of hype.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Steve had me. It was a perfect Secret Santa. He got the helmet. He got a nice crew neck as well for me that I'm not gonna show until we're properly set up. You'll understand in the future. And he got me a cool mug, an R6 mug.
Yeah. Anyone here play Rainbow?
Yeah. But it was good. How about you,
You
Steve?
would think that you had me as well, because look at all this new Jet stuff I got.
I know you got Jet strip.
We're dripped. You know what's funny? I asked for this stuff from my family before they were terrible this year. Well, not that they were great at the time, but I had thought that they would at least turn it around, get like 9 wins. But yeah. We all know how that went, people. But yeah, I mean, welcome to this week of the Bet the Over season. Obviously
we're distraught, we're beaten down, we're demoralized.
We really are. The Jets and Giants continue their chaotic seasons. They're heading into what are we going into week 17?
Yep, week 17. We got it on the board right there.
Yeah.
The only positive is that
is this the last week or is it 18?
It's 18. They got 2 more games. So I know the Giants play the Colts this week, and then they play the Eagles next week, which is
the Jets play the Bills and then they play the Dolphins.
Yeah. So both of us are really shooting for tank bowl, especially me, because the Giants right now do have the number 1 overall pick. They're the only team with only 2 wins.
They have the number 1. They have the number 1 overall pick.
What'd you say?
They have the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, as of right now, as long as they don't, if they lose out for the rest of the season, which it looks like they will, they are projected to get the number 1 overall pick. So it's going to be interesting. It's obviously too early to tell. They're definitely going quarterback, unless they trade out, which I mean I doubt they would. But right now it's between Cam Ward and Shedeur.
They haven't won at home.
Yeah. I don't know if the Giants have ever been this bad while I was watching. Like 2 wins. The year they drafted Saquon,
they're on the longest loss streak they've ever had. Winless at home. Hosting the Colts today. So if you want to avoid a winless season at home, you want to win today.
You don't want to win.
I agree. It's wild to me, man. I don't think I don't. Like it's so obvious that they're tanking. I've never seen a team make it obvious before.
Bruh. I don't even know if they truly are tanking. They're just so bad that like it doesn't even matter.
You could say that it's not like I don't think that the tank is like a scripted thing, from the staff there. I think the players are so beaten up, and then the coach and the GM, everybody's not. Like nobody's certain where they're going to be next year, so their confidence is shot. They don't care. And it's like even if you had Daboll expecting to be, not with the team next year, and maybe he's petty and he wants to win a couple games so they don't get a good draft pick. You can't even coach these players to a winning mentality right now because it's such a low point for them. And you see the same thing with the Jets too. I guess not as bad because you have like better players, like people that can, I guess, accidentally make plays if they're feeling themselves. But yeah, I mean, it's atrocious, man. This season has been really rough. We got all the breakdowns and picks for you guys coming up for week 17. And I guess a little bit of week 16. We did miss a couple games. I had no idea that there was going to be 3 games on Saturday. I thought that was just a playoff thing.
No, I knew. Yeah, starting now, this is playoff. I mean, just football's on Saturdays, but yesterday's games were actually pretty good.
Yeah, they were good. They were.
I was mixing in the NFL along with the college games. But the Bengals Broncos was nuts, bro. Like Burrow lit it up. I think Burrow had 450 yards or something insane like that.
Yeah, there is a clip of Burrow after the
touchdowns.
game saying that he thinks that they have the best offense in the league, which
yeah.
I honestly do not doubt.
Yeah. Higgins went nuts. That Higgins going crazy is good for his free agent stock because I think Cincinnati's going to get rid of him. We'll get a little bit more into that later. And then, dude, the Bo Nix looks very good. Jamar had over 100 yards. Like, it was a back and forth game, bro. And then it went into overtime. The Bengals like fumbled a little bit because Chase Brown, the running back, was just needed to like go down, and then they needed to knee it out, and they would have taken like a 20-yard field goal to win the game. But what happened was when he was running with 1:30 left, he actually injured himself. So then they had to take a timeout. So then the Broncos ended up getting the ball back with like, I don't know, 40 seconds left or something around that. And then Bo Nix threw up that Hail Mary at the end of the game, and then they tied it. And then they went into overtime.
It was a wild game. I got to say, though, man, like I have the games on in the background. We had people over yesterday, so we had football on, but I'm at the point in the season where I'm really, I usually am just looking at Insta stories,
Yeah.
When playoffs roll around, I start to watch again. But around this time of year, if the Jets aren't in play, it's a lot of not betting anymore. A lot of the time, like betting will like keep me really interested in a game. But I'll follow up with Instagram and some of the pages that I take a look at in order to chat about stuff that's been going on. But yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of not watching for me. When playoffs comes back, obviously, I think we'll have a lot more to talk about.
Yeah.
I like when you have like singled out games like that are super important because they're more fun to bet on and they're more fun to talk about and they're more fun to watch overall. But yeah, I'm definitely at a point right now where it's really like it's not very. I don't want to say it's not interesting because of course it is, for teams that are still alive, but it's very demotivating when it comes to like, watching the game.
We're in the weird zone where like the Jets and the Giants obviously are out, so we're not watching every week consistently because of that. I still watch the Giants games, but after they start losing horribly, I kind of I don't pay attention as much.
Are you in the fantasy chip?
What'd you say?
Are you in any of the fantasy chips?
Nah, I didn't make any fantasy chips. A little disappointing season. I got in third place in the dynasty, I think, or fourth. I'm battling for fourth in the consolation bracket or whatever, but yeah,
I'm a little worried, man.
that. But yeah, the other thing is if you're not in the fantasy playoffs right now, there's no fantasy implications, so you're not looking out for that either. And then once playoff kicks off, though, I think I'm gonna be locked in again. I love playoff football.
I do love playoff football a lot. Like
I want the Bengals to make the playoffs so bad.
I would love for them to make the playoffs, bro.
They're so fun to watch.
And they're also if they make the playoffs, they're legitimate contenders, dude.
Oh yeah. With their offense. Their defense is god awful.
Yeah, but even their defense had some good stops yesterday.
Yeah, kind of. But they still gave up, I think it was 28? They gave up a lot of points to the Broncos.
Yeah, well, the Broncos are pretty good now.
Yeah, the Broncos are decent. But a lot of people are saying that if the Bengals make the playoffs, Joe Burrow should win MVP. And I honestly kind of agree with that.
Bro, he has the stats for it.
We broke down all their stats yesterday.
Yeah.
And now Burrow literally threw for 400. I think it was 450 yards. You might have to look that one up. And then he had 4 touchdowns.
Right.
So his stats only got better.
I've had no players play yet. I didn't know CeeDee Lamb was on IR, so I didn't start Marv yesterday. He had 15
Yeah, I
points.
saw that.
So it's like I still am projected to win because Andrew's players didn't do so great so far, and he had 4
he had
guys still.
Seattle, right? He had
Yeah.
JSN.
So I need to lock in.
You kind of fumbled though.
I really did. Yeah, I
Did
should have
Marv
started
play
Marv.
well? I saw him. He was getting some
Bro,
catches.
he had 15 points.
Oh, that's solid.
That
Yeah,
could have been
it's not.
helpful.
You're not upset with that.
Also, Herbert on my bench with 30, bro.
Oh yeah.
I have Josh Allen. There's never a
Yeah, but you weren't
scenario.
gonna start him either way.
There's never a scenario where where you don't start him. Oh wow, this
Yeah.
Marvin Mims Jr.
Oh
33
yeah, he's the
points.
one on the Broncos that went crazy. I'm surprised you have him in
Yo,
fantasy.
do you think I pick up Jalen McMillan? Because
Oh, on Tampa Bay.
Right now I'm starting Darnell Mooney at flex, which he has had some good weeks.
He has, but Penix is in there now. The good weeks he played, it was with Kirk Cousins.
He had 13 points against the Giants.
Yeah,
it's so hit or miss. Like he had a 33-point game against Tampa Bay.
yeah. Who are they playing?
They are playing Washington.
I mean, Washington's defense is pretty bad, or their secondary at least. So,
Is Drake London playing?
Jalen McMillan, he has been playing well. I had him in one of my leagues as well, and Baker Mayfield has been lighting it up. And he's the number 2 there now because Godwin's out. Actually, now he's the 3 because Cade Otton's
Yeah, I mean, he's had 21, 18, 16 3 weeks in a row, and
Yeah.
they're playing Carolina today. So I think it might be worth it for me to scoop him up.
Yeah, you might want to start McMillan. I mean, he has been good, like I said.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna drop Tyler Algier here. And I think I start McMillan.
But well, I wonder what the odds are for everyone's MVP because I feel like every time one of those guys plays, it's mostly Lamar and Josh Allen. Burrow should be in the conversation, but I feel like because they're probably going to miss the playoffs, he won't be in it. But it's funny to watch once Lamar plays, he'll score like a bunch of points or whatever, and then everyone's like back on the Lamar train, and then Josh Allen will play, and then everyone's back on the Josh Allen train. They're like, no, he should win it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Burrow does have better stats.
Well, that's the thing. Those 3 guys are just so back and forth.
I know they every time they play, they just go back and forth. But it's so funny because did you see online that the Bengals might have MVP? I mean, it's unlikely, but Burrow might win MVP. Jamar might win Offensive Player of the Year, and then they might win Defensive Player of the Year with Trey Hendrickson, because he has the most sacks in the league right now.
Really?
Yeah. That's definitely never happened where someone had an MVP, an OP, what is it? OPY and DPY?
Yeah. That would be
DPOY.
that has to be something that's never.
And they didn't make the playoffs, bro. Like
I
how?
mean, the Jets had the offensive and defensive rookies of the year.
Yeah.
But
yeah, rookies of the year. Yeah.
Yo, this Tajay Spears too. I just picked him up. He's been popping off the past.
He's on Tennessee, right?
Yeah, they're playing Jacksonville today.
And also Tony Pollard is out.
I think I might start him over Brian Robinson because Brian Robinson had 2 points last week.
Brian Robinson has honestly been doing pretty he hasn't been doing good lately, but earlier in the season he was going nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember he'd score a touchdown like every game. If you pull up his stats, his first 7 weeks, I think he scored 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He was going crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start him.
But
I'm gonna start Tajay.
Do you have any news on the Jets?
Let's see. So Aaron Rodgers, his future is uncertain with the team. He's hinted a bunch at a future with the Jets, but it depends on obviously Woody Johnson and the incoming GM and head coach. I think you leave it up to them. You don't let it be an owner decision. I think you hire these 2 new guys and you let the GM and the new head coach decide whether or not they want to keep Rodgers and experiment with this thing one more time. Yeah, so I don't know. It looks like there were New York Post, former Jets coach Eric Mangini suggests that Rodgers may be attempting to get released by the team, citing Rodgers' recent comments as direct shots at owner Woody Johnson. Mangini believes Rodgers prefers being released over retirement to retain his earnings. So that's 2 conflicting stories right there. Obviously, you have the Garrett Wilson stuff Garrett Wilson stuff too. He's frustrated. We don't know what's true, what's not, but from what I've seen in post-game interviews, it does seem to be potentially true. I'd be very frustrated if he left. That would really suck. Got the upcoming matchup versus the Bills. Jets are 4-11, set to face the 12-3 Bills, who are fighting for that. Can they still get the? No, can they get the number one? No, right? They can't.
I think Kansas City secured it because they have 14, one loss.
Yeah, they're 14-1. Yeah, you're right. They did secure it. That's frustrating. Yeah. They haven't put up over 30. The Chiefs haven't put up over 30 this year once.
Really?
Yep.
And the Bills, crazy. I feel like, put up 30 every single week.
And same with the Bengals, man.
Yeah, the Bengals do. Even Baltimore. I know they've lost stupid games, the Browns, for example. But when Baltimore wins, they cream teams. Like, they annihilate. Remember the Bills game? Dude, Derrick Henry, I think it was his first rush of the game. He ran for a 70-yard touchdown. And literally after that point, the Bills just looked flat and they were out of it. And I'm pretty sure they lost by like two scores and a field goal or something. They got killed.
When was that game? Was that early on?
That was early, yeah. That was maybe week.
Oh, you know what day that was? That was the day of the golf outing. I remember watching that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like later that night, after the golf outing.
I think the golf outing was late September, early October. So yeah, probably 3-4 weeks in. But yeah, I'm excited for playoff football. Honestly, it's gonna be fun to watch.
I think so. It always is.
Realistically, I think most people are on my side. They're just going against the Chiefs. I could care less who wins.
Yeah, I think so. I think we get like I think unfortunately the Chiefs are gonna make it again though. I think they're gonna three-peat just because of all the bullshit. And then I think we're gonna see either the Packers or the Lions go up against them
in the Super Bowl.
I really don't want that to be the case, but if it is Chiefs, I think you'll see the Packers or the Lions. Hold on. Oh my God, hold on.
What is going on? Are you like playing a game?
No, my bad. I'm just getting a call on Discord.
Yeah, it's exciting to see. Do you have any like dark horse teams you think could potentially make some noise in the playoffs? For example, the Bills last year. I mean, not the Bills, the Bucks.
I mean, I don't know, Bengals, Bills.
The Bengals have a 12% chance of making it. To make it back into the playoffs,
they have to win out. They have to win they have to win this. No, they have to win next week. That's it, right? And then
they need to win out. They need the Colts to lose one of their next two games, which I think that's the biggest factor that's causing them to go out because the Colts play the Giants this week.
Why the Colts are in right now?
What?
Colts are in right now?
Yeah, I think so. They need to win one more game, or no, they win. They need to win out, and they're in. And then the other factor is Miami. Miami needs to lose one of their next two games. They played the Jets last week, right?
Is Miami even in the question?
I don't know. That's just the path the Bengals need to make it.
They're 7-8. That's crazy. But the Bengals are
8-8. Maybe Miami owns the tiebreaker over the Bengals.
I don't know, but that's something else.
I don't know how that works. I just remember seeing it on Sports Center or whatever.
Yo, do you think Dan Campbell is going to chill out a little bit in the playoffs with all this risky stuff?
No, he's not.
Bro, but it cost him the playoffs. It cost him the Super Bowl last year.
I know. And to be honest, I think it's going to cost them again in the playoffs because they do it against bad teams. And then it works because the team they're playing against is bad. But once they play an actual good defense, and
not even that. It's the playoffs. Like every team you go against is going to expect that stuff.
Yeah, like they're gonna know.
They're gonna expect fake punts.
Yeah, it might bite them again. It's just so high risk. But
that onside kick was wild.
Yeah, that's his style though. He always says he's not gonna change his style no matter what. Like doesn't matter the time of the season.
Bro's playing Madden.
But what about Minnesota? What do you think they're gonna get into the playoffs and get bounced immediately? A lot of people are saying that.
I mean, they tend to do that. I would like for them to go a little far.
I know.
I think NFC playoffs is going to be really exciting. Like, I think
Yeah,
that's
because
gonna
I
be, I
feel
think
like all the
NFC is gonna be a lot
teams
of
in the
fun.
NFC are kind of evenly matched. I mean, we
I mean,
got
honestly,
Philly too.
like any of these playoffs, like
Bro, I
we.
don't want Philly to go, bro. I hate
I hate
Philadelphia.
Philly. I hate Philly. I hate
I don't
Dallas.
even hate
I hate Philly.
Saquon personally, but I don't like Philadelphia in general.
Yeah, bro. Because Nick Sirianni's the
Yeah,
worst.
he's the main reason. I also don't like AJ Brown. Like I hate when wide receivers complain on the sidelines and then
Yeah.
they start
I
like
mean,
getting
bro,
all these targets.
Garrett's been doing the same thing. He's starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
Like
Like
you're not getting the ball. All right, so get open more.
But I mean, I kind of get in Garrett's case because they're losing the Jets, but the
Mhm.
Eagles were cooking every team they played, and he's still complaining that he doesn't get the ball.
That's
Like
fair.
it just shows that he doesn't care about the team. He cares about his personal stats.
Right. Well, back to this Giants matchup. 0-9 at MetLife this year. That's a historic low for the franchise.
Yeah,
This is
bro, they're
all new Giants
horrible.
low.
Like I said, I think this is the worst I've ever seen them.
Yeah,
Like they're
the owner left his suite during the game against Atlanta last week. He was
Mara.
frustrated. Yeah, he was
Yeah, like
frustrated.
I've obviously seen very bad teams throughout the years. This one actually might be the worst. I don't
Yeah.
know how, because I feel like they're more talented than last year, but they're just bad. They're just as bad, if
It's
not worse.
it's because of like the mood and like in the locker room, you know.
Yeah, like the locker room's completely gone. I've seen a lot of reports saying actually the Giants want to fire Daboll, but they want to keep Joe Shane apparently, which I don't
That would
understand.
be the worst outcome.
I know, but that's apparently what they want to do. I don't know
I
what.
don't even agree with firing Daboll.
Yeah, a lot of people are
When you
saying if
bring
you're
in
gonna
like a
do
new,
something, fire Shane and keep Daboll.
I just think when you bring in a new GM, you have to like wipe the whole thing and then just get, you know, an entirely new coaching
Yeah,
staff.
but they don't want to wipe the GM. They want to keep him.
That's actually wild.
I don't know, like bro, I don't even know anymore. But it could just be smoke and mirrors. And then the other report is that the Giants supposedly want Shedeur.
Yeah. I saw that.
That's the big thing. He posted last night he had New York Giants cleats on in his pregame warmup.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, he wants to go to New York?
I guess so. I don't even know. This is why it's so confusing because you hear all these reports, then some reports conflict with each other. I heard
Yeah.
that he doesn't want to go to New York like last month. Now he's posting with Giants cleats on, and he was seen in New York with Malik throwing the football around.
Wow, he must like Malik.
That was a big
Malik
report.
actually missed practice due to a toe injury this week.
Yeah, I don't know. Malik's a little hurt, banged up too.
I
Their
would just
whole
let
team
sit him,
Their
bro.
whole team is injured as
Yeah.
well. I mean, I'm not making an excuse. They're still horrible, but it doesn't help that half your team is hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Like their whole offensive line is obliterated. They lost
Yep.
Andrew Thomas for the season, I think. I know their left guard, I think it's Runyon. He's been banged up. Everyone's been banged up. Their defensive line has been banged up. Their secondary was just bad to start off with, and I don't even know who's hurt. It doesn't even matter. They're
Yeah,
bad either way.
it is. It
But
is.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I still don't even know if the GM or coach are going to be there. Right now, it's looking like the GM's going to be there, but the coach Daboll isn't, which is crazy because I think both of them should just be fired. But it's
Yeah,
also going
that's
to
what I
be
mean.
cool to
Like,
see because there's some big name free agents out there, like Garrett. I mean, Garrett Wilson's not confirmed obviously yet. He's still on his rookie contract, but he wants to be traded. So we got to see how that pans out. T. Higgins is going to be a free agent after last night,
I
bro.
wouldn't trade Garrett. It would suck.
I know, yeah.
You can get some good
I wouldn't
you can get
want
some
to
good
as a
stuff
Jets
for him
fan
though.
either, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the report. If he doesn't want to play,
I think we
might
should
as well
trade
trade
Sauce
him.
away for some picks.
Get some value.
Get some good value out of Sauce. I think you should trade him.
T. Higgins being a free agent after that game is crazy. A lot of people are speculating the Giants might make a move on him. Although that would be fun and exciting, I don't think I want T. Higgins. He's hurt way too much.
Yeah. I mean, he's a little diva-ish too, no?
He is a diva, yeah. He was
Like,
I think he
bro,
was wasn't he holding out at training camp or something?
yeah, I remember it took a little bit for them to figure out what he was doing.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, man. Like him and like Jamar too. I understand you guys are good, but like just play football, man. Like just play football. Like you and Joe Burrow are about to become what 50 or like 75% of the cap.
Yeah.
And you're complaining about stuff. I mean, I
They're going to be
understand
half the cap, I think.
they were losing a lot earlier, so it is what it is, and I understand the frustration, but I don't know. Stuff is so annoying, man. I think player like salaries should be capped. Like I think they shouldn't be able to get as like that. And like you want to win, but you're complaining about how much money you're making. Like okay,
I know it completely contradicts itself.
If they don't make the playoffs, they deserve it. They deserve not to, because Joe Burrow doesn't need all that money.
Yeah, and yeah, it goes back to the point, bro. Jamar, what's the difference between you making? What would even his contract be? 40 million? Like, is that what it would be?
What's high for a receiver?
I think 30. Well, we got to look up what CD just got. But going back to it, I think it's 40. What's the difference between you getting 40 million and 45 million? Either way, you're a multimillionaire. You have enough money to supply yourself for the rest of your life, your kid's life, and your grandkids' life.
Well, CD Lamb got 38 million.
38. Yeah. So Jamar's probably going to want 45. But bro, take the 40 million instead of the 45 million and get yourself a player or contribute to getting yourself a player with the extra 5 million you save the
I would
team.
take 30 million. Not even like you don't even
you don't need all that money, bro. You're set for life. No matter what contract Jamar signs, he's set for life. He did it. He made it. His kids are set. His grandkids are set. His grandkids are set. If they obviously like save it properly.
No, because they want to compete with these other receivers. Like they want to show.
I know
off,
they want to be the highest paid.
Yeah, like I don't know why. Like, don't you want to win?
And that just proves that you don't want to win. You just want as much money as.
I mean, maybe we're wrong. Like maybe we're wrong, and like maybe if we were making that money, maybe it would change our minds and we would want more. I don't know, but we're looking from an outside perspective. But genuinely, I don't think I would care. I think I'd be fine with like a smaller amount of money to win games.
Yeah, no, I really don't think I would want an extra $5 million over winning.
And then also, if you would demand all that money and then you play like shit, like everyone's gonna make jokes and come at you.
Oh yeah. When you demand to be the highest paid as well, obviously all the spotlight and the pressure is on you because
look at
you're
the Cowboys.
Highest paid wide receiver.
You gotta, man. Cowboys have the highest paid wide receiver and the highest paid player of all time.
Who?
Dak.
Oh yeah, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think CD is the highest paid wide receiver. But the other thing is like all these guys, they want to be the highest paid wide receiver. And guess what? Next season, when the salary cap resets, you're not going to be the highest paid wide receiver anymore. The next guy that gets paid is going to be the highest guy.
Yep.
So it doesn't even matter. You'll be the highest paid wide receiver for one season, and then it's over. I'm excited to see how much money T. Higgins gets, bro. He's going to get a bag because he's been picking it up lately. He's just too injury prone for me, bro. He really is. Yeah. He misses like 4 games every season, it feels like, with a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
And then when he plays, he's fantastic. But I don't know. You need a durable guy, especially New York, bro. I feel like the Giants always just get annihilated with injuries. I don't know how. It's not even the turf. Everyone blames the turf. It's just everyone gets hurt. Everyone.
I mean, Jets too low key, man. Like, we lost, like losing Jermaine Johnson and CJ Mosley was like a big hit this year.
Yeah,
to the defense, man. You know, not that CJ's good. Like Sherwood's been doing a good job, but well, CJ's good, but he's been falling off a little bit because with age. But
yeah, he's getting.
He was a big leader on that defense, and we didn't have him for the majority of the season. And then Jermaine Johnson getting hurt in the second game.
Jermaine, I think that cost sad about that too because I wanted to see what Jermaine was going to do this season.
Our defense lost us a lot of games, So
yeah.
Maybe Jermaine and CJ being there to like lead the team a little bit. Jermaine being our best player on the defensive line, maybe him and Reddick would have been a pretty good combo.
Yeah, they always say the more pass rushers you have, the better.
Yeah. Yep. But maybe we'll see what happens next year. I think you wait till all these injury guys come back, and then we At this point, I'm okay with running it back with Rodgers and Devontae. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So do you have any idea who the Jets are going to pick? Let's pull up the draft order real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't be let me see.
So it looks like the Giants have the 1, as we stated. The Jets currently have the 9th overall pick. So let's go through what we think each team's going to do, maybe. So we'll start with Giants because they're 1. I mean, it's quarterback at this point. It's inevitable. I don't know. Like, let's see. Giants, New England, Jacksonville. So the Raiders want Shedeur at pick 6. If the Raiders call the Giants for the number 1 overall pick, do you consider trading down? Is the big question. Me personally, I think I would. Because I don't think this quarterback class it's not nearly what it was last year.
Yeah, but there's no way the Raiders do that, though. They don't really have a quarterback, do they?
No, they have no quarterback. They have Aiden O'Connell, remember?
Yeah.
And like Gardner Minshew. I mean, I doubt it would happen because Shane's on the hot seat right now. And he doesn't have.
I would do it, though, yeah.
He's still there.
I would do it.
If they trade down and the Giants are horrible again next year, he's obviously going to get fired. But they might be in a better position if they do that next year, as opposed to drafting Cam Ward or Shedeur right now and going into next season. Because
so you would really rather them? You would rather them be like you would rather them tank next year
for a better quarterback next year? Yes, because I don't really trust either of the quarterbacks this year. Like,
yeah.
Yesterday, we had both Cam Ward and Shedeur play. Let me pull up their stats. So Shedeur had 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. All right. That's like against BYU, who is a pretty good defense, but that's not that good of a stat line. And then we had
Oh, what happened to Kev? Okay. Well, everyone, let me try and get in touch with him. Hang on there, everyone. Kev. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Out my tab.
Yo, what happened?
I accidentally X'd out my tab.
Oh, that's okay. No worries. I was like, I thought I did something. I thought I accidentally clicked you away or something. I don't know.
No, that was my fault. But going back to it, so Shedeur had the 2 touchdowns, like I said, and then Cam Ward had 190 yards. He did have 3 touchdowns, though. So, I mean, I am leaning Cam Ward if they're going to take one. I think they're going to pick Shedeur. I don't know why. Like, it's just the media and stuff, and it seems like the team likes him. I think Cam Ward is better. But you have to consider, bro, if the Raiders offer you, they would get multiple first-round picks. Like, it wouldn't just be like, oh, I give you my first-round pick this year and next year, and that's it. And I trade up to 1, you get 9. No, like, the Raiders would literally give up their first-round pick this year, probably their second or third this year as well, along with their first next year, potentially their second next year, and then they might even give up another first and 3 in 2 years.
Are you serious? That
Dude,
much?
trading up to number 1 overall pick for a quarterback, you pay a crazy price. It really is insane.
The Bears did it, though.
The Bears did it, and they gave up. But they were trading from, I think, 2, right? Wasn't it 2-1 or 3-1?
It was, yeah.
So it wasn't nearly as far.
Yeah, but what if the Raiders get 2?
The Raiders, I mean, they could technically get 2, but right now they're projected for, let me see, I have it up. The Raiders are projected for pick 6.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's pretty far. 5 spots. I don't know.
Wow.
There's a whole calculator for it. Like you can type in it gives you the value of each trade or whatever, but I think the Giants would get a lot for that trading down 4 spots.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
They would probably get maybe three first round picks. But anyway, so that's the Giants situation. I don't think any of that's happening. I think they're just going to stick and pick Shedeur.
Yeah.
But we'll obviously hear more reports once and
you're lagging a bit there.
So the Giants have the 9th overall pick. I mean the Jets. Yeah, I know. I think the stream is lagging a little bit. You hear me?
Is that me or is that? Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know.
I just can't tell who's lagging. But anyway, Jets. There's two D tackles. No, I'm sorry. There's the one defensive tackle, the one offensive tackle, and the one edge rusher. Who are all potential options: Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, and Mason Graham.
Mm-hmm.
So, Abdul Carter is an edge rusher from Penn State. Again, I don't watch college football, but I'm just looking at potentials here. A new edge rusher would be good since Reddick will be gone and Jermaine Johnson will be back. I think we find a way to trade back for Bryce Huff, though. And then maybe draft. I don't mind drafting an offensive tackle.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like they kind of need offensive line help now.
Yeah, I mean Olu's been good. I think he's gonna be a stud. He's been good. He's been getting better as the season's gone on. So I think beef it up as much as possible, man. And you're gonna lose guys like Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses too. You signed them all to 1-year deals, and they're old. So if anything, you keep Morgan Moses. He was like a big leader this year. So I think you keep him if anything. And then you have Mason Graham, the defensive tackle from Michigan, and Will Campbell was the offensive tackle. So that's what it looks like our potentials for the Jets at the moment.
It's so funny because if you look at this whole draft board, like if you looked at a rating right now of all the college players, it'd be set, and it'd be so funny to look at because once the combine and everything happens, all these players, their draft stock, everything, bro, it completely flips. Oh yeah, my God. You can have people that are currently ranked as like the 50th best player in college football. They'll be literally within the top like 30.
Just off the combine. That's pretty crazy.
Just off the combine and like media hype, yeah.
Yeah, but
it's so funny because some players go down, some players go up.
You got to think about how playing in the NFL would like affect these guys, regardless of how they perform, like at the combine. You know, like imagine the pressure playing in an NFL game.
Yeah, but yeah, the draft stocks just it changes so fast. It's kind of insane because I feel like the immediately after the college season rankings is kind of always the best.
Right.
Because those are the guys that actually showed they were good in college and could perform. And then the combine comes by and random guys will just shoot up the board. And I feel like that's all just media hype.
Like undrafted players.
Well, undrafted, not usually, but it'll be guys projected to go.
You can have guys that didn't go to college that aren't from a college show up at the combine, though.
Yeah, you can. They get invited, but
yeah,
it's usually guys that are on the brink of the second round, middle of the second round or whatever. They'll shoot up the board to like mid first or late first just because their combine was good. And then a guy that is supposedly a stud top 10 pick will shoot down to like the second round. It's crazy. It's crazy how it works.
It is. It's wild.
But I always kind of felt like the immediate rankings after college, as soon as the bowl is over or whatever in 2 weeks, that ranking is always the most accurate because those are the college players that have shown they are effective in college,
Yeah.
And most of the time it will translate to the NFL if they're good in college. I mean, it's obviously not a match. That happens all the time where they don't. But I just don't believe in the combine hype. Like, I get someone runs a fast 40 and it's cool and exciting.
That's what I mean.
But I just don't think their draft stock should shoot up because they run very fast. Put someone on the other side, bro. Like,
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I wish I watched college football. I just don't, but it would be very important for me to do that.
No, this off season, you're not watching college football, but obviously because it won't be in season. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna study the prospects. I usually do that.
We should make our own mock draft board.
Yeah, we're gonna do some mock drafts, but you're gonna study the players with me. It's gonna be fun.
Sounds like a plan.
We should have like notes about all the players, what we like, what we don't like, and we'll see if we have similarities, some differences. I think it'd be kind of funny to watch because I feel like I'd be like, this guy looks so fast and strong, and then
we should watch the combine.
You'd be like, this guy is so slow, bro.
We should watch the combine.
Imagine we live stream the combine.
That would be tough because then I feel like I get to know some of these guys a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't. It's like impossible. The combine's usually at 1:00.
Oh, really? I can watch it at work.
I can't.
That's true.
But let's go. You want to go to the pick'ems?
Yeah, let's take a look at last week.
Apparently, we got crushed last week, right?
It seems so. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, everyone. This is how we did. I had 5. I mean, granted, we missed some games, but
I know if we took the first 3 games, we probably could have gotten.
I think going with the Giants was not the move.
I told you, bro. I told you.
Yeah, you were right. You were very right.
So Arizona kind of screwed us over. Philly losing that was a good game too. The Philly
Washington it was, but Jalen Hurts got injured.
He did get hurt. I think if Jalen Hurts is in, they probably win.
Yep. The Jets game I stopped watching after the second quarter. It wasn't too bad, but they just couldn't get past 9 points.
Dude, we went with the Raiders, bro. We went with the Raiders, not because we thought they were gonna win, because we want the Giants to get number 1 overall pick, and they ended up winning.
I wonder who the Raiders play this week. Let's see. New Orleans.
NOLA.
Yeah.
Dude, they might even win that too.
I was gonna say that might even be a winner for them. Yep. But I was surprised at Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised at Tampa Bay too against Dallas.
Let's look at the playoff brackets. Let's see. Wait, what's up with this? Oh, there's 3 spots available in the NFC.
Yeah, the NFC's tight.
The Rams got 99% at the moment. I didn't even know they were 10-6. Wow. This is crazy. So the Commanders aren't even in it yet.
Yeah. But I think they'll squeak in. Them winning last week was big.
Bro, Seattle's 9-7. And their current percent chance to make it is less than 1%.
What about the Bucks?
That's crazy. The Bucks if the Bucks win, they have a 65% chance versus Carolina.
Damn. The NFC is tight, bro. It's really, really close. The AFC is basically already made, right? The only teams that can sneak in. I think did the Chargers already make it, or is that?
Sorry.
Did the Chargers already make it?
Yeah, the Chargers are in. Yep, they clinched.
So what do they? They have one more spot, right?
One more spot. The Bengals. This is so. Actually, I don't even know what. So the Broncos have to lose, and then the Bengals have to win.
Yeah, and then they need the Colts to lose and the Dolphins to lose.
Yeah. You're right. You need the Bengals need the Colts, Dolphins, and Broncos to lose in next week. Wow. If the Bengals make it, that would be pretty crazy.
I know. I want them to make it too because they'd be such a fun playoff team.
Me too, man. They deserve it. I don't even understand. So the Dolphins, if they win, they have a 16% chance because I guess if the Colts, Bengals, and Broncos lose and the Dolphins win, But this doesn't make any sense. Oh no. The Dolphins, the Dolphins have to win 2 in a row, and then they would be 9-8. So all these teams could potentially end 9-8.
Yeah, which is crazy. Imagine getting a positive record.
If the Broncos win next week, though, they'll be 10-7.
The Bengals sold so bad, though, bro. They needed to win. Remember the Baltimore game where was it Justin Tucker hit like a 60-yarder for them to?
Yeah, they needed to win like one more game, bro.
Yeah, you got to move your mic closer.
Sorry, they needed to win like one more game.
I know. They needed to win one of those games where they lost in like overtime or with a game-losing Hail Mary or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna come down to the wire. I'm in football, playoff football mode, bro. I want to see some games. I want to see some good games. I'm sick of bad games, bro. Even last night, the Cardinals and the Rams, dude, that game was so boring. I mean, it did come down close at the end, but at halftime it was 10-0.
I can't believe the Cardinals were eliminated, bro. That's crazy. I thought they were doing well.
They like the Cardinals were streaky. They like were bad for a little bit, then they were good, then they were bad again.
Got eliminated. This is all so crazy to me.
Yo, the Giants are out, bro. What?
Oh my
God. How
were
they eliminated?
Oh my god,
bro, it's fake news.
they just have to win out.
Yeah, yeah, win out.
All right, so we got
we were slacking with the Sunday stream, so we missed a lot of games actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
bro. The Thursday game? Is that on there?
No. Was there a Thursday game? Yeah, there was, right? It was.
Yeah,
it was
remember
Seahawks.
It was boring as hell.
Yeah, it was Seahawks
Seattle versus Chicago.
Versus Bears. Yeah, that game was so mid. Wait, so why do I have? What did I do wrong here? Because I have Chicago at Atlanta. Who are the Falcons playing? Commanders at 8:20. Yeah, okay. So this is the only wrong one. Okay. All right. So we got Cleveland at Miami on Sunday at 1 to kick off the red zone.
Yep. We only got 2 more weeks of 7 hours of football.
Yeah, right. No more commercial free.
No more commercial free, apparently.
They're beasting with that, man.
Rip.
And they're trying to throw Scott Hansen under the bus. They're trying to make it seem like it's all his fault, bro. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, Scott Hansen has no say in that, bro. They tell him.
I love
they tell him those commercials,
like,
bro. He listens.
They can never make me hate you, Scott.
I think I'll take Miami on this one because they're fighting for the last playoff spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna also take Miami. I feel like this last playoff spot in the AFC is gonna be really, really interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close matchup. We're gonna be paying attention closely to the Dolphins and the Broncos and obviously the Bengals as well. And then the next game we got Dallas at Philly.
Dallas at Philly. I really hope Dallas wins this one. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter who wins.
Yeah, like nothing's really changing. But just for the I don't even know who I hate more.
Who are you taking?
I'm gonna go Philly. Actually, no, I'm gonna take Dallas to cover.
Why am I like leaning Dallas as well?
Right?
Yeah, give me. It's in Philadelphia. Give me Philly.
Okay.
I don't know. I get a weird feeling because I feel like Philadelphia plays up or down to their competition. So Dallas is obviously beaten down and out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Philly's kind of just going to lollygag through the game and like squeak out the victory.
Jacksonville, Tennessee at Jacksonville. I think I'm gonna go Jacksonville here.
Damn, this is battle of the mid here.
Yeah, like the severe mid.
Yeah, give me Jacksonville as well. My star in fantasy was Brian Thomas Jr., bro.
No word.
He was the biggest steal in like all the leagues. Any league you got him because you got him so late.
I had him in one of my sleeper leagues.
Yeah, you got him in like the 8th or 9th round, and he ended up being, I think, like the 10th best wide receiver.
At one point, he was scoring every week.
Yeah, there was one week where he dropped 30 or something crazy like that.
This is going to be a good game. Green Bay, Minnesota.
Yeah, Green Bay, Minnesota is a good game.
Right? I actually like Green Bay in this matchup.
Dude, I feel like Green Bay just always wins.
Yeah, you're right.
What I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't
even be watching their games.
that much.
I don't even be watching their games. They just be winning.
But they just always win.
Facts.
But I want Minnesota to win.
I do like Minnesota. I'm rooting for Darnold, but I'm going to say this is a Green Bay win.
Is Jair Alexander still in? I think he is. He usually does pretty good against Jay Jettas. I don't know, though. Minnesota's been on one. Did they win last week, Minnesota? I don't even remember.
Let's see. They beat the Seahawks.
How much did they win by?
Like 4. No, it's 3.
Give me Green Bay. I don't know. I love Minnesota, but
take Minnesota. They're at home.
Bro, give me Green Bay.
All right.
Why you give me Minnesota?
Because Minnesota's at home with the +1 spread.
I know, but they barely beat Seattle, and I just feel like Green Bay would beat Seattle pretty easily.
Yeah. This is I'm taking the Giants, bro.
You took the Giants last week too, and you.
I'm telling you, bro. I think like this playoff stuff for the Colts is gonna be up in the air, and then the Giants don't want to go undefeated at home. Nah, I can't, bro. They're so obviously tanking. I can't do it. Yeah. Vegas at New Orleans. This one's interesting.
This one is interesting. Truly, I think I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Raiders?
I think so.
I'm gonna go New Orleans.
Noah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. It truly is. It's so crazy
because like no one wants to win that. Like no one.
I know
wants to win
they both want to lose. Who wants to lose more?
It must be so weird going into games like that because it's like, what do you even play for? Stats?
Yeah.
Like as a player, you just play for your own stats.
You play for stats, and then once your contract expires, you use those stats to leverage a bigger contract.
Yeah, like it literally just becomes like a backyard football game at that point. I'm actually going to take the Jets against Buffalo here.
Don't the Jets always play well against Buffalo?
Yep. We almost beat them. We would have beat them if we didn't miss 2 kicks last time. But what's ironic is we activated Greg Zuerlein for today, which is smart.
Do I take the Jets, bro?
I think we ride it, bro. I think we take the Jets.
That is one thing that is true. The Jets always play well against Buffalo.
I think you want the Jets.
I don't know why. Yeah, I'll take the Jets, I guess. But Buffalo's been so hot.
No, not against the Jets.
Yeah, sure. Give me the Jets.
We got Tampa Bay at Carolina. I like Carolina with this spread. Carolina beat a good team last week.
Yeah, but they got like smoked by the Cowboys 2 weeks ago. Remember that?
Wait, who did they beat last week? The Falcons?
No, the Giants played the Falcons last week.
Let me see.
I think they beat New Orleans?
No. The Cardinals. 36-30. The Panthers won.
Damn.
Right?
That's a high scoring game, bro.
I'm taking Carolina with this spread, bro.
I'll take the Panthers as well.
Washington, Atlanta. I like Washington in this because I think they're gonna get the playoff spot. At Atlanta though, I don't trust Penix. Like all they did was they just played against the Giants.
I know. I don't trust Penix either. I trust Bijan though.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I'm comfortable with the Washington pick here.
I'll do Atlanta. I think Washington's gonna win, but I think it'll be by a field goal.
Okay. And I'm still so shocked at the 49ers. Like I understand because of all the injuries, but I just like don't believe that they're not in the playoffs.
I know.
Not that I care. Like it's not that I want them in there. It's just very surprising.
Yeah, and Detroit's only favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit.
Yeah, I'll take Detroit as well.
What am I
What does that
spelling
say?
there? What up, dirt? Equal sign. All right. So, what are your plans for the day? Watch some football.
Yeah, I want to watch football. I want to get a haircut. That's it.
Have you been betting?
I have been throwing in bets here and there. I didn't bet for like 3-4 weeks, and then I've been betting again. I've been on a little bit of a cold streak. Oh wow, the background's like skin color now.
Yeah, right. Any overs?
Betting the overs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look at these games and let's look at the overs. Yo, that background's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
I know, right?
It's like confetti. Oh, that's a sick background for your PC too. We got the winter theme.
I know it's tough, right?
That looks like upstate.
Not overseas. Let's see.
Here, let me pull out my phone. Let's see some spread.
Over for Cowboys Eagles is 40.5. Jets Bills is 46.5.
46.5. Wow.
Well, they hit that over last time. Saints Raiders over 37.5.
Yeah.
Giants
Colts is 40.
Yeah. I feel like it should be less.
Panthers Bucks. Dude, that could be an over.
48.5. That could be an over. 48.5. Oh my god.
Oh, I got 47.5. Jaguars Titans is at 40. I mean, 20 apiece. That's doable. Miami Browns is at 33. With Jameis Winston, is Jameis Winston still the quarterback? I don't even know. Didn't he get benched or hurt?
I think he's hurt.
Minnesota Green Bay is at 50 or 49. That's interesting.
Yep. No, it's at 48. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Washington Falcons is 48.5.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been betting. Usually I'll bet on like playoff.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm gonna bet on playoff football. But yeah, I mean, as we approach playoff football soon, guys, just be sure to tune in for all related content as we approach Super Bowl. What, 50 something? Or are we in the 60s?
I don't even know what Super Bowl it is. I'm wondering, should we do our pick'ems for Thursday next week?
That's not a bad call.
Thursday and Saturday.
I don't have it made yet, but just let me know what you want to, like, who you want, and then we can.
Yeah, so let's look up football schedule because I feel bad we keep missing games. Because we're doing the Sunday stream now, right? We could eventually go back to
I'm down to go back to Wednesday this week.
Yeah, it got all jammed up with like the holidays and everything. But Wednesday is New Year's again, right?
Yes, so we can do Wednesday. Actually, I'll be free all day. Are you off?
Yeah, we'll do.
So let's do that then.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's just do Wednesday afternoon.
Sounds good.
All right.
Be sure to bet the over, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Also, I'm flying to Curacao on Sunday. I'm flying to Curacao on Sunday anyway, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
Have a happy New Year's. We'll probably do an episode on New Year's.
Yeah, so we'll talk about New Year's then. That'll be exciting.
Let's watch some football.
Facts. All right, everyone.